Imagine Rome, proud of its own gods, but haunted by gods far older. Egyptian deities, born in desert sands, slipped quietly into Roman temples. Their myths promised magic, resurrection, and power the empire couldn't resist. Tonight, 5 Egyptian gods who conquered Rome without a single sword. The goddess of mystery, the king of the dead, the jackal who guards the shadows, a god built from many faces, and the falcon of silence. These were not Roman imports. They were infiltrations, and they would change faith forever. First came Isis, goddess of magic and motherhood. Romans saw in her not a foreign queen, but the eternal mother of all. Her cult spread like wildfire, from slaves to emperors. Temples to Isis rose across the empire, echoing with secret chants. Sailors begged her for safe voyages. Women prayed for fertility. But Isis demanded loyalty beyond Caesar himself, a dangerous devotion Rome could never quite control. Then came Osiris, the slain god who conquered death. His promise was not power on earth, but eternal life beyond it. Romans feared death more than any battlefield. Osiris gave them hope. His myth of resurrection seeped into Roman funeral rites. Tombs whispered his symbols in candlelight. In Osiris, death was no ending, only a beginning. Yet Rome also embraced Anubis, the jackal-headed guardian. He was reborn as Anubis, half Egyptian, half Roman, a silent guide for the souls of the dead. Black-robed priests walked his path, performing shadowed rites. To follow Anubis was to walk the razor's edge of life and decay. In Rome, he became the patron of graves and of secrets. Then came Serapis, a god unlike any other. Born in Alexandria, he was part Osiris, part Apis, part Zeus, part Hades. A god built for empires. Rome adored him as a universal deity. His temples thundered with incense larger than Jupiter's shrines. Worshippers sought visions from Serapis in their dreams. He was both Egyptian and Roman, but in truth, he belonged to no one. Last came Horus, the falcon son of Osiris. But in Rome, he was reborn as Harpocrates, the child god of silence. A finger pressed to his lips, a warning to keep the mysteries hidden. Romans carved his image into rings, amulets, and walls of villas. Horus was no longer the avenger. He was the guardian of secrets. 5 gods had crossed the Mediterranean: Isis, Osiris, Anubis, Serapis, Horus. They stood beside Jupiter, Mars, and Venus, and whispered older truths. Rome had adopted Egypt's gods, or perhaps Egypt's gods had adopted Rome. For some deities do not bow to empires. Empires bow to them.